tapta jivanam kabibhiriritam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Burida Janaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all the sins and misdeeds of life. It brings spiritual welfare in life. The spiritual beauty, prosperity and grace spreads through and through one who listens to your holy message. They are the real givers who preach and pronounce the nectar of your message to the suffering humanity. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So, we are on Ramakrishna's Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. We are on page 819. Sri Ramakrishna is visiting Calcutta, one of the devotees' house. It's called Nandalal Bose's house, a great person. And there so many devotees have assembled as whenever he goes. So Sri Ramakrishna was talking about will. Can one die at his own will? It may be her sweet will, but it's everything is happening in life. It is by the will of mother. Birth, death, suffering, pleasure, pain, everything is coming. Then Nanda is saying that it's good, it is sweet will for God, but it's trouble for us. No? She is playing, mother is playing in her own way, but we are the victims. So Ramakrishna says, but who are you? You have no existence, it's the mother. Why are you putting your ego there? You are poking your nose into an area which you are not authorized to do that. So he says, it is Divine Mother who has become all. So Mother has become everything. So what is happening, anyone is doing, it is Mother doing. Very difficult to understand. So many inauspicious things are happening, so many bad people are working, no? How can you think that is Mother working? But it's a drama. Mother playing with herself. Who are you? You are only an instrument. Actually, who is inside is Mother. So this is a great spiritual development one can think. So Ramakrishna is talking about that. It is only as long as you do not know her. That's why you say, I. If you know Mother, who is the Mother, Divine Mother, then you cannot say I anymore. Ramakrishna, he knew Mother. That's why I is totally abolished. Vivekananda, he says I, but that I is Brahman I, not the petty I. Body, mind, intellect, composition, that I, he does not speak in that from I level. We are reading in the Shanti Gita, when Krishna is talking about surrender everything to me. But what me? Is that man me? No, it is the divine, the cosmic reality. So me means me the infinite. Me the same idea. So here Sri Ramakrishna says, it is only you are suffering because as long as you do not know her, the Divine Mother, that's why you say, I am suffering, I am happy, I am unhappy, I gain today, I lose today. All these things are because you are bringing your ego where you are nothing. Your ignorance is only making you. The simple formula, our ignorance is making us think I. And then I comes, then I suffer, I enjoy, I am happy, I am unhappy, I am healthy, I am unhealthy. All these types of thoughts come. All will surely realize God, Ramakrishna said. All will be liberated. Every one of us will be liberated. But when? Is the question. You will be now, or 100 years, or 1,000 years, or 10 times to born, or 20 times. God knows when. When ego will go. That is the point. So our spiritual life is ego crushing. Yeah? Our Bhaskarananda Swami of Seattle always says, ego crushing the ego. The ego. Our ego is so big. When anyone says anything, you did that, what? I. Yeah. So that spirituality is ego crushing. That's why they say this Ramakrishna order, this monastic order, is a machine. It is not mission. In India we call it Ramakrishna mission. No? The people jokingly they say it is not mission. It is not mission. It is machine. And it's a grinding machine. It cuts all the angularities, and when it cuts, people feel, my God, this is bad, that is bad, and they are torturing me. But it's all crushing and making the smooth. This Ramakrishna order is not a mission. We call it Ramakrishna's mission, but it is not mission. It is a machine. And machine's work is only to grind the edges, make it smooth, make it perfect. So that is spirituality. So Ramakrishna says, all will be liberated. It may be that someone will get it in the meal. Someone finishes meal in the early morning, someone in the noon time, someone in the late afternoon, someone maybe one time a day, coming whole day's work, night time, no? But everyone will get meal. Everyone will be liberated. But it depends on when. When is the urge comes. All without exception will certainly know their real self. All of us will know our real self. What is the real self? Then Sri Ramakrishna says, Pasupati again putting a question, true sir, it seems that it is God alone who has become everything. Then Master says, Sri Ramakrishna says, try to find out what this I is. We all say I. Ramakrishna says, try to understand what is I. Analyze that. It's Vedanta, no? Sri Ramakrishna, in such a language, he puts in between. We do not know he's going to talk a big philosophy here. He says that it is I, is this I the bone or flesh or blood or intestines? Seeking the I, you will gradually discover it is thou. Rip up your I. What am I? I am this. And then ultimately you see that you are not this because this is changing. Whole Vedanta comes over here. But you cannot ultimately go to a point which you cannot discard anymore. That is Atman. Body, mind, emotion, ego, intellect, no? All this is changing. But what does not change is the inner reality. So that is you. So where is I? Your I, this I concept dissolves, and ultimately thou concept comes forward. That is the reality. That is the divinity. That is Brahman. That is Atman. In other words, nothing exists inside you but the power of God. So nothing, this is very experiential words. In every action what we are doing, it is not you, it is God's will. His power is what is a machine. As I always talk about machine. The machine works huge things, no? One big, gigantic machine can build a trench within 1 day, 2 days, no? Which will take 100, 200 labor to work for days and nights. But it's a machine. Who operates? There is a one person who operates it. So these are all machines, small machine, big machine, good machine. Some are strong machine, some are weak machine. No? But operated by one consciousness. You have so much wealth, but you have no egotism. He is praising Pasupati. It is not possible altogether to get out of the ego. It let the rascal ego remain as the servant. This ego will not go. Whatever you say, I am egoless, to say I am egoless, you are ego. I have no ego, meaning you have ego. The word, when you are saying something, there is a presence of this little petty I. So here, as long as it is there, it makes a man feel he is a devotee of God, or a son of God, or a servant of God. That is good I. Ego, this ego is better ego. If it says that I am the child of God, I am the servant of God. So that is much better ego, rather than I am rich, I am poor, I am healthy, I am powerful. All the material things which makes us full of pride and ego. So, but the ego that makes a man attached to lust and gold is the unripe ego. So, he has just gave a synopsis of Vedanta. How one can be egoless and how one is involved into ego. Ego, less will be that person who will say, oh Lord, it is thou, it is thou, it is thine, it is thine. I am doing. The hand is moving, you see. I heard the other day, this morning or yesterday, just one lady was in her own home and heavy stroke or something, but paralyzed, she is lying in the floor, cannot raise the right hand, cannot move at all a little bit, and speech is gone. So it is I. This I is the speech, the I is this hand movement, by whose power it is operating. So that is thou, it is Lord, you. Not me, not me, not me. It is a regular practice. In every moment of my life, if we can keep ourselves aware of this fact, what Ramakrishna says, find out I. And if you find out I, what you will get? You will get thou only. Because I is neither all this body and its parts, body, limbs and the functionality of the heart, lungs, this is not. What is the power behind them operating on that? Not the mind, not your ego even, but what is the power, that consciousness, that Satchidananda, in sweet language we call God, and He is the operator. Actually, He driving us. If one remembers, at least in any time, it becomes totally, his head, high pressure goes down. Don't need any tablet, high dose tablet. Only if you can surrender to God. Only you can say really, realistically, what power we have to do anything in our life. How many things we decided, I will be like this, I will be like that, I will get this, I will do that. And how many are successful? Why so many failures? If you are everything, so you do. You wanted a high education, you wanted this, you wanted money, you wanted whatever you wanted, you wanted. But it is not you, that is the point. That's right. Tasmat tam saranam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata. Bhagavad Gita says, therefore you take refuge in me. Tasmat tam saranam gaccha, take refuge. Sarva bhavena, in every movement of your life, every action, every thought, try to bring that idea. It is not me, O Lord, it is thou, it is thou. Hari Maharaj was saying that I lived for a period of time, Swami Turiyananda, that with this mood, This is, I am the machine, he is the machinist, operator. So I lived in that thought, Hari Maharaj says. That means to intensify this understanding, one have to live this type of, in that type of thought. It is not so easy, it not come in a moment, because we discuss one time. But you have to remember, and intense period should be spent with this attitude. Morning to get up, oh, it is your power. Moving, it's your power. Taking a shower, it's your power. Coming to temple, it is your power. Trying to meditate, it is your power. It is you, it is you, it is you. It's a machine only, machine and robot. Robotic movement and robotic action. People may praise the real robot, or robot may feel itself, I am doing. That's why the story goes that Arjuna, such a big power, when Sri Krishna left, he lost all his power. He could not even raise his weapon. As such a warrior, the whole war in the Kurukshetra, he was the most powerful person. But he could not raise his arrows and bow and arrows. So it is whose power? To think that way, continuously if one does, actually it is a great relaxation if one can do. Because all the stress and strain goes away, because it is, I am nothing, so it is why I am thinking. If I am nothing, why I am thinking this thing, that thing? It is your own mistake. That's a ripened ego. Go to the ripe ego. This is the unripe ego. Unripe ego is my responsibility, my doing. This is good. In one jump we cannot go to the unripe ego. It is much better if one can surrender to God and do duties. I am dutiful. I don't get good mood to meditate. I will sit. I will do. Yes, that is unripe ego maturing into ripened ego. So that should be processed. But one can take up that ultimate position. This is a machine. Only it is operated because of that. Only my mind cluttered, that's why I am seeing this. If the mind is clean, then it is the truth. Yes?
Well, if you take the attitude saying, I'm the machine and God operated, but then you go on and you do wicked things.
No, that you cannot do. One should be sincere. And the spirituality for an insincere people is no meaning. No. You are cheating whom? In that thought, you are cheating yourself. Why? Wow. That is the thing. Duryodhana said that. Duryodhana was a cunning, bad guy. And he put this blame to Krishna. What can I do? I know this is good, but I don't feel like doing. I know this is bad. I cannot refrain. I cannot refrain from that. What can I do? Tvaya Rishikesha. Oh Rishikesha. Rishikesha, two meaning. Rishika, Isha. Rishika means the senses. Isha means the master. Oh master of the senses. You are the master of the senses. My tendencies are going. What can I do? You are the boss. Tvaya Rishikesha. Hridisthiteno. Living in my heart. You are residing in my heart. And you do all these things. What can I do? If it is sincere, it's a gyan, knowledge. And that will really bring spiritual welfare. But it is insincere, there is nothing to talk about insincere people who knows one thing, does not do only speak like that. So that person will feel its consequences. Or that will be the same example. That one person who was spiritual person, he was thinking, I am not the body, I am the Atman all the time. I don't do anything, my hand does only. No, I don't do any bad thing, my hand did it. She killed somebody, he said, I didn't do, I am Atman. My hand killed. Then the judge was very intelligent. He said, yes, I am not punishing your Atman, but I am punishing your hand which is killed, and then the hand is attached to the body, so body to be imprisoned for so many years. So this is the point. The head of the household and the others were very much pleased to hear this interpretation of ego. Now the master is talking to Pasupati again. On page 819, there are two signs of knowledge. First, absence of pride, and second, a peaceful nature. No, nowadays you have both. Therefore, you must have received the grace of God. He's talking to Pasupati, who is a very honest, sincere person. He says the two signs. What are the signs of knowledge? We can judge ourselves. Are you moving towards knowledge or towards darkness, ignorance? There are two signs of knowledge. First, absence of pride. That person will not have ego much. Nothing to be, though he has enough, but he will give that pride to God, thanks to God, glory to God. And second is a peaceful nature. This is very rare. People can remain in peace, but they will not. They will pick up something somewhere and just start cogitating high, and start boiling in his heart. Normally people really look at that. Many problems are really not there. You can discard. You need not have to be involved at all. But people will take up that issue and go on creating the disturbance in the mind, the peaceful mind, to make it horrible, to make it restless. So there are two, the sign, and Ramakrishna appreciates this Pasupati, Mr. Pasupati. He has this two good nature. He is ego-less, and also his nature is peaceful. He does not want to get disturbed unnecessarily. We have enough problem, I normally say. We have enough problem to be disturbed. But still people like more in disturbance, where you can avoid. No, you go and poke into it and get that blow and get disturbed. So that's why it said people like peace. People don't like peace. People like some trouble, little bit disturbance. So this is not the right thing. Therefore, too much wealth makes one forget God. Too much of anything, wealth, prosperity, name, fame, when one gets too much, what?
Saturation point comes and you turn towards God.
Not saturation point. Then as if he's walking, as if he is such a royal person, his feet does not touch the ground, does it? That is a sign of, I am such a wealthy person. I am such a knowledgeable person. I am such a spiritual person. Ego can come anywhere. Even spiritual person. I am more spiritual person than you. Who is there like me? I can sit for meditation so much. Can you do that? That also ego. So ego, where it will come, you do not know. So, and more, the moneyed people who have genuine lover of God have money, that's a different thing. There are very few people. But anyone who has enormous money, that creates a pride and that makes them egotistic more. And then they think they can, they are the owner of the whole world, as it were, because of their richness. Ramakrishna said that too much wealth. But wealth we need. Otherwise, who will feed me? Who will feed you? You need a house, you need a car, you need a medicine, this, that. So it is necessary. But when it becomes too much, they forget God. Why? They will engage in some other thing. Party. Party is a big thing. And rich people's party is something different than our level of party. That party is a very high-priced party. And also there is a competition. I give a party and you give a party. Which is much more? So this ego pops up this way, that way. Ramakrishna said, too much wealth makes one forget God. That is the very nature of wealth. Jadu Mallik, who was a landlord, has become very rich. Nowadays he does not talk of God. Formerly he used to enjoy spiritual talk a great deal. Because this Jadu Mallik, he was a very rich person, but he had a house in Dakshineshwar. Even it is there now. And Ramakrishna used to go. Jadu Mallik and Jadu Mallik's mom, they used to listen to Ramakrishna about questioning about God and things. But when he earned more money, naturally more money means more trouble. We have little money. You don't care about how much money in the bank, how much interest you get. Suppose you got 20 million rupees, then you immediately got, hey, where to invest? What will be the outturn? And this is not good, that is good. And people get involved into investment, though they have given to the investment company. But still, they themselves get involved. And hours and hours and hours. So you get out of God because you are now too much wealth have taken away the sleep, no? Formerly he used to enjoy spiritual talk with a great deal. Lust and gold is a kind of wine. If man drinks too much wine, he does not show his father and uncle the respect that is due to them, because they are not in their mood. When too much intoxication, little drinking is good. They say it is good for heart, and I hear all these things. Good for heart, good for it. But a little gets little more. That's the problem. And when it goes little more and little more, then you do not know who you are talking, what you are talking, how you are behaving. So you will lose everything. So it is said that drink too much wine, he does not show even his own father, his own respectable people, he forgets to behave properly with them. Very often he abuses them. That means even in the drunk mood, what they say, what they do, there is no control over that. A drunkard cannot distinguish between his superior and his inferior. That we see all the time. When a person gets too much drunk and he loses his senses. So what he is talking, how he is behaving, to whom he is talking, what is proper or improper, all these things vanish from the mind. Nanda is saying, that is true, sir. Pasupati says, sir, what do you think of theosophy and spiritualism? Are these true? What do you think of the solar plane, the lunar plane, the stellar plane? So this is in that time there are different new religion, as in this country also. How many divisions of spirituality has come up? No. Hare Krishna is one, but even then, within them there are so many divisions. No. So mother worship, this worship, what you call the Shaktipat, touching with something feather and transferring the power, all these types of. So that time there are also theosophy and spiritualism. Those were coming in the Calcutta. So he is asking, are these theosophy and spiritualism are all true? What do you think? That they talk about solar plane, lunar plane, etc. Ramakrishna, my dear sir, I don't know about these things. Why bother about them so much? You have come to the orchard to eat mangoes? Enjoy them. What is the use of your calculating how many mango trees there are, how many millions of branches, how many billions of leaves? I have come to orchard to eat mangoes. Let me enjoy them. So these people forget. For our individual spiritual life, We don't need so much to know. Rather, Guru gives us mantra. Practice that. Realize God first. What is the news? How many religion is coming? This religion is true, that is right or wrong. Ramakrishna, of course, say every religion will lead you to the goal if you are sincere in that path. But some may be little longer journey, some may be little shorter, straight cut. So, but why to spend time and energy for this purpose? Don't spend. Use the time for your loving God and getting intoxicated in God. Sri Ramakrishna is a simple person. There is no one, too much philosophy and things. That's why I say, you have come to a beautiful mango orchard and mangoes are hanging. And you can just pick it and fill your stomach and enjoy the purpose of your coming to mango garden. You are not doing that, or you are planning, oh, how big is the tree, how it became, how many years it took it to become like that. And the branch I saw last year, it was this shorter, now it has become bigger. Are Baba, why are you? It is the orchard, the owner of the orchard will think about them. You just came to the orchard. Your idea is that mango is good, then eat mango. Repeat the name of God, sing the glories of God, meditate on Him, feel His presence, finish, and dive deep there. What nonsense you are doing, spending your day and night. That is also good if they are talking about mango tree, but they will be talking about this politics, that politics, the whole world. I mean, how much information to collect day and night and charge your brain with all types of confusions. And day is gone. The 24 hours is gone. It's not waited. Suppose today, 24 hours is gone. How much one have utilized it for eating the mango? And how much we have consulted and talked about beating the drum around. And the day is gone. It will not come back. So tomorrow, every day is coming and going like that. But it is Ramakrishna taught us, when the sun sets, assess yourself. Oh Lord, oh Ramakrishna, oh Ma, another day is gone. What have I achieved? What did I do today? Huh? People don't think they are cheating themselves. It is a cheating. We are cheating ourselves. But sincere people will have to think seriously. My life is not for like others, but I should have some utilization of the time, because life is too short and too uncertain. No one knows when and how many days, how long. So, this is the eat the mangoes. That's the point. Ramakrishna emphasizes eat the mango. Take one verse of Upanishad, take one verse of Bhagavad Gita, take one line of Ramakrishna, meditate and dive deep into that, and day and night let it run right in your brain, so that brain becomes clear from other cobwebs. So Ramakrishna says, what is the use of your calculating these mango trees there and million, billions of the leaves? I have come to the orchard to eat mango, so let me enjoy them. That's why Ramakrishna didn't spend a little time. You see, we are reading the Gospel, you see, this is description, how he used to live, how he used to talk, no? So he is not utilizing the time, only utilizing for God, 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 God. So that's why he was so cheerful, so joyful, so much established in peace. Once a man's inner spirit is awakened, once he succeeds in knowing God, he does not feel the desire even to know about all this rubbish. We think that we are becoming knowledgeable, we should know. No one. That's the Upanishad said, Kasminnu bhagavo vigyate sarvam idam vigyatang bhavati iti. Is there any such science? The student is asking the teacher, Sir, teach me such a science, knowing which I'll know everything. Everything is what? Our knowledge is diversification, is called our knowledge, no? If you can differentiate one thing from the other, then you are a more knowledgeable person. Huh? If you can differentiate the chair and the table, you know this is separate, that is separate. And then table top and the table stand. How much you know the details, that much you are knowledgeable. But spiritual life, to know one, which is at the back of all these diverse name and form, that is called spirituality. So once a man, inner spirit, is awakened, once he succeeds in knowing God, he does not feel the desire even to know about all the rubbish. To him it is rubbish. See how adorable is that person who knows so many things, and Ramakrishna is saying that it is rubbish. Huh? Are they are spending money, going to lab and researching this and that, no? Finding so much of science and technology and this and that. Ramakrishna is saying that rubbish, because it is the same story. Knowing many things, bahu gyan or gyan. Knowing many things is called ignorance. Only knowing one behind the many, that is called knowledge. How incoherently a delirious patient talks. I shall eat 5 shares of rice, I shall drink a whole tank of water. Will you? Says the physician. All right, you will have them. Saying this, the physician goes on with his smoke, but he pays attention to what the patient says when the patient is no longer delirious. So we are also in delirium. And in delirium mood, we want to know more about the world, more about you, this, that, everyone, but not for him. This is called delirium, this is called Maya. Maya Thagni Ram. Oh Ram, this Maya is the cheat. Maya cheats me. Maya cheats means my ignorance cheats me. So that is saying this, the Pasupati says, will our delirium last forever? Say, he is a good devotee. He catches Ramakrishna. You talk about delirium. Huh? Will our delirium continue so much? Will you have no end? Ramakrishna. Why should you think so? Fix your mind on God, and spiritual consciousness will be awakened in you. The general formula. We want to know, every time many questions people put, why so many complicated things. But Ramakrishna, there is no complication. He says only fix your mind in God, and spiritual consciousness will be awakened in you. Straight cut response. No if, but, this reason, this logic, that logic, nothing. You do meditate on God and the delirium will go away. That's simple. But who listens to simple? No one wants to listen this simple response of spiritual life. How many times I have to meditate, and where my mind is going there. Guru has told you, meditate, finish. Do that. Wherever it goes, bring back. That's all. What is spirituality? So, but our mind is always loitering here and there. So it will always put some doubtful things all the time. But Ramakrishna says, doubt will go away. You do your practice. That's why Brahmananda Maharaj's birthday is just to be finished. Brahmananda Maharaj is always emphasizing, do your practice, do your practice, do your practice. And everything will be okay. By practice, what is not possible, everything is possible. So, how many wonderful experiences people have trusting on their own self and becoming bold to reach the end, no? Pasupati says smilingly, Our union with God is like only a momentary. It does not last any longer than a pipe full of tobacco. That means you smoke and then pop, finish. Our love is like that. Love for God, one moment, boom, gone. And one moment means how many seconds, God only knows. Even few seconds it does not steadily stay. Master, what if that is so? Yes, let it be so. Let it be for a small second. But union with God, even for one moment, surely gives a man liberation. Even you say, I have one experience, I am not getting every day. That's also our question. Sometimes, by God's grace, we have a little touch of some experience, no? But you say, oh, that is gone. What is the meaning of that? Ramakrishna says, even that is great. That will lead you to liberation. Because you get a glimpse of the truth. Now practice more. It will come. If you have got once, you can be established there. So, practice is the question. Master said, what if that union with God, even for one moment, surely gives men liberation. Ahalla said to Rama, O Rama, it does not matter if I am born in a lower body, or only bless me that my mind may dwell on thy lotus feet and be filled with the real devotion. So the devotees always say, whatever may happen, let it happen. O Lord, give me blessings that I can think of you. Devotees always say that let at the point of my death, there is nobody on list. Please, O Ramakrishna, O Ma, please come. Please stand before my eyes. Narada says to Rama, O Rama, I want from thee no other favor. Please give me real love for thee, and please bless me that I may not come under the spell of thy world bewitching Maya. So in Narada, such a great sage, he is praying that give me this love so that I don't get involved into, digressed into the impermanent things which look so nice, no? Everything, nowadays Vedanta is easy to understand. If you go to 3D, 4D movies and things, it's really, is it not? You see, you cannot deny. You are seeing that. Or this Swami Ishatmananda went to what you call the Universal Studio and is sitting in one place and the dinosaur is coming and crying and then hissing, sneezing and they feel all this in their body. It's so realistic, as if really there is the dinosaur. There's nothing, you put your head like that. No dinosaur, nothing. When you are seeing like that, if you put your hand like that, no, there is no dinosaur. Even they have made so realistic, they spray some water. And you feel, oh my God, it's spilling on my body. So, this is called Maya. But can you deny that you are not seeing it? Yes. But is it true? That is also same thing. I am seeing this. It's so real. I am crying. My heart is beating. Yes, true. But is it true ultimately, or is it an appearance? That's the Vedanta. Much easier to understand. Old experience of rope and the snake and the rope and the snake, people are tired of it. But now you can get this new idea. So it becomes very easy. So you go to Universal Studio and go and see what is Maya. You need not have to learn all this Vedanta Saro and others. You need not have to feel because it is impermanent. But you see so real. Because you see so real, you cannot say they are real. So this also same. How many questions came? 3. Achha, no, let me read a little bit. When a man sincerely prays to God, he is able to fix his mind on God and develop real love for his lotus feet. That's here. Ramakrishna gives a clue. How to do? Sincerely pray. Oh Lord, it's not happening to me. Please be kind. Give my mind that clarity so that I can see, feel your grace. My mind moves towards you. Without God's grace, mind does not go to God. Suppose here, such a wonderful opportunity here in this center. It is open. Morning 1 hour, 1.5 hour meditation. Anyone can do that. Noontime 1 and 1.5 hour meditation. Evening time 1 hour. Prayer. So many classes. Vedanta, Bhakti, Yoga, Gita. All are going on. But people don't take any advantage of it. And mostly those who live here, they don't take more. Because there are many years here. So they don't care anymore. They are all Brahmogyanis. And those people have not Brahmogyani, you are coming a little bit, you will also be tired after some days. So, no, this is Maya. This is the same thing. It's a play of the Divine Mother, no? Says, okay, play like that, one life, let it go like that. People are crying to come here for staying 2 days, 2 nights, 3 nights, spending airfare and this and that. But those who live here, they don't take many advantage of that. They don't come, they don't feel any necessity, they are Brahmogyanis. So this is, God's grace is necessary, you know. It will not happen unless God gives the blessings and our mind really turns towards Him. It is not within our capacity. But that's called Maya. What else is Maya? Having all this and He is keeping us deluded. Give up all such notions, such as how shall we be cured of our delirium? What will happen to us? We are all sinners. Don't say like that. One must have this kind of faith. What? Once I have uttered the name of Rama, can I be sinner anymore? I may have done sin, but I have taken the name of Lord. I got the mantra, I got the initiation, I got the Mishta mantra. What can be? What delirium will do to me? It has more power in the mantra. So let me do that. So Sri Ramakrishna, see how positive is he. I have done something wrong. What is there in it? I have to brood over that day and night. And I say, what is that? Power of mantra is so much that you can tons of such negative things can be burnt out. So have to faith in the mantra, repeat that mantra, love for God, pray to God. I am not capable of doing. I wish to do that. It is not happening. Please help me. No? So these are the suggestion of Ramakrishna. Master, why not enjoy your mangoes? What need have you to calculate about afterlife and what happens then and things like that? People are thinking. Now, how people are spending time? They are spending money to regression. To know what is happening now, let me go to regression, last life. Okay, last life, find that. How many last life you will go? Endless last life. And if you know now, what shall you do? That is done. I have done something good or bad. No. In previous life, what shall I do now? Even if I know, spending money, going to regression, and people are frantic, that's called spirituality. Use that energy for God, praying to God, you will grow. And all this negativity, it has gone away, it will be gone forever. So this is the positive aspect of Vedanta. This is Ramakrishna Vedanta. They don't allow you to think, I am a sinner. Don't say sinner. Swamiji's idea, I have done sin, good. I am proud I did it. Because of that I am here now, today. Kai. Does not do wrong, but you understand that I did something wrong. What is there in it? Everyone does wrong. But I am. Now I understand that is wrong. I am not going to do it. So that should be the attitude, and move on and love God and repeat and pray. So you know, what is the news of having the calculate afterlife and what happens then and the things like that? Eat your mangoes, you need devotion to God. But where is the mango tree? Question. Where do I get mangoes? Master said, tree? God is eternal, an infinite Brahman. He does exist. There is no doubt about it. That's called, Holy Mother used to talk about Ramakrishna. He was a person who have seen God. Dakha, তিনি একজন দেখা মানুষ ছিলেন, দেখা পুরুষ. Dakha means he has seen. I am seeing you. More tangibly he has seen like that. So there is doubtless. He does exist, Ramakrishna says. There is no doubt about it. He is eternal. But you must remember this, that he is Kalpataru. Also think, he can give you everything. Kalpataru, that like Kalpataru tree is a tree, heavenly tree. There you sit, if you happen to be there, whatever wish comes, it will be fulfilled. So God is like that. Go and sit at the feet of the Lord and he will fulfill everything. Come, let us go for a walk, O mind, to Kali, the wish-fulfilling tree, and there beneath it gather 4 types of fruits. So, but you must go to the Kalpataru and pray. Only when will you obtain the fruits. Only then will the fruits fall from the tree. Only then will you be able to gather them. There are 4 fruits. You can ask dharma, artha, kama, moksha. The Jnanis seek fruits of liberation. So you go to the Kalpataru, everyone goes to the same temple. Someone asks, give me a job. Someone asks, give me some money. Someone cure my health problem. Someone says, give me little love for you. Someone say, let me meditate, give me good meditation. Oh Lord, let me analyze the unreal, real nature of the thing. So you go and pray something to Kalpataru. Here Kalpataru means God. You go to Ramakrishna, you go to Rama, you go to Krishna, whatever is your worship God, go there Kalpataru. But you have to pray. Go there and pray. And bhaktas will ask for love of God. Jnanis will love for fruit. That fruit is the liberation. Love without any motive behind is bhakta ones. They seek neither dharma, nor artha, nor kama. So the bhaktas don't want anything but love for God. So you go and pray to God, and then all will be given by Him. Okay? Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So this Sunday we will have Swami Satyamayananda will have some little farewell because he is leaving on Tuesday. So we will have my lecture. At the end we will have some little farewell, few minutes. And then, and so whoever comes for the Sunday lecture, they can attend. Oh, here there is question, Nishant. If I am chanting my mantra silently, continuously, even when I am speaking to someone, is this disrespectful to the person? Since my mind is on the mantra and only partly on the conversation. Whom you want to please first, God or people? If really mantra goes on, it's a good thing to go repeat the mantra. Your breath does not stop when you talk. So similarly, it is not that, it is if you really love God and really think of God, it will be good service to the person also to whom we are talking. No, you need not have to think that it will be disrespectful.
But can you be attentive? Like that you are giving gospel class and I am sitting there and keep on doing my japa. That's not going to help me anyway. I saw many people class they come, they just attendance-wise they keep sitting, and on that the chadar they keep on doing japa.
Japa, that's good. Now that is good. Japa you can
They
do.
better do it.
No,
Everybody is going in room. It is better to do.
that is different idea. But chanting the mantra all the time, that practice can be done anywhere. It should be spontaneous how to practice that. But one part of the mind is how many portion of our mind we can concentrate. We cannot concentrate. Our mind ordinarily, even if I am sitting here, it goes in 100 direction. So it's better to utilize that mood, but repeating the God's name. But that is nothing wrong, that is more useful to practice that. Even hiding here, that is better. Because then people will not notice that you are doing something. In spiritual life, whatever you do, it is as secretly you can do, that much best. Otherwise people will say, how, he is doing japa. That's a pride again. Oh, they are praising me.
No, but still people understand. How do I know that under the chadar the mala is good?
Because your eyes are very keen, you are looking like that. That means you yeah. So, no, better, Nam Japa is always good. Holy Mother said, continuously, 24 hours, under any circumstances. But, yes, your preference, the subject, to understand the subject, probably your japa may stop for the time being, if you are sincerely doing that. I love to study about God. I love the subtle and difficult philosophies. There is an intoxication here when I study. Is this the intoxication of ego or of the mango? Yes, now that intoxication, two types of intoxication. Rather, as you love the subtle and difficult philosophies, that has its own result. If you study, your mind becomes very fine and analytical, and a sharp mind is created, sharp brain, sharp thought. But sometimes this sharp mind goes into that intellectual, it's called intellectual joy. Joy can be physical. Seeing something, I am happy. Hearing something, I am happy. It is physical, gross side. Eating something, I am happy. Like that. 5 gross senses. You go a little internally, some emotional activity, that gives sometimes joy. Then you raise in intellectual, what you are talking about, the study about the philosophies, this is the intellectual level. Intellectual level, there is a great joy. Look at all the professors of the universities. They are sometimes steeped into their understanding and deep study. They forget their food, they forget their commitment and other things. An artist gets absorbed in his artwork and forgets eating. That means the emotional level, mental level. Someone finds joy in intellectual level. But these are also not bad unless we get stuck there. Ramakrishna's advice, go beyond. Okay, you do your intellectual understanding, like the Pandits, that Ramakrishna talked about that story of the boatman and the Pandit, the scholar. They're going in the boat, and the Pandit is asking, hey, boatman, do you know how the sun rises, how the sun sets, how the eclipse happens? Do you know? And poor guy, he has not gone to school or no sir, I do not know, I do not know, I do not know. No? And then the rain, a boat, there is a storm came and it is just tossing. And almost it is sinking. Then the boatman says, sir, do you know swimming? She said, no, I don't know. Then all your knowledge now, see, I know, I don't know anything, I know swimming. So this is the point. We should not get only intellectual that does not know how to swim the sufferings of life, how to encounter the problems of life. Intellectually, understanding is a very good level. Or That's why whole Vedanta stands on intellectual understanding. But you have to understand what the intellect is saying, that God is the truth. Hold on to truth. To catch that, not happy with intellectual understanding. Intellectual understanding may do it good, but it is not giving you solace of your life. It will not give. That's why even the Shankaracharya, such a wonderful, great spiritual personality, great scholar, and also intellectual giant, never appeared in the history. He says that you're speaking eloquent language, using vocabulary, good vocabulary, putting arguments in favor and disfavor, these are all good, but these are not for your liberation, for your intellectual satisfaction, intellectual joy. So don't end there. And now another question, is Shaktipat real? Yes, it is possible. If someone can transfer the power, if he has, he can transfer the power. As you have pocket money, you can give $10 to somebody. No? If you have that money, you can give it to anybody. So if one person has the power to give it, yes, they can transfer the power, spiritual power, to awaken the spiritual power in others. But they don't linger. You have to make it your own. That may be good, but that does not give you liberation. Because you are dependent on something, for certain reason it has come and it goes away. So to make it, sadhana is necessary, spiritual. But this may be inspiration. You get a glimpse of the truth. Many people feel that I got a new experience, and that experience will help them to dive deep into the spirituality. Okay? No more question. Good? More question. Where? Oh, Asha. Another question. What are the similarities and differences between experience of the Anahta and the initial Vedantic intuition, I am not what I am aware of? Anahata means unstruck. The difference between the experience of Anahata means that one Om that is constantly going on. And that Om is the indication of Satchidananda Brahman. O, U, Ma and dot. Meaning this visible universe, this subtle universe, the causal universe and beyond. So, if one is experiencing that in that way, that then this duality vanishes. Therefore, initial Vedantic intuition is only intellectual. But when the experience of Anahata, you are talking about experience of Anahata, that's very, very strong word. If you are experiencing the Anahata, that means you are experiencing the constant sound, unstruck sound, Om. Swami Shantananda Maharaj, our great Swami, Holy Mother's disciple, used to hear that sound all the time, continuously, oh, and he is absorbed in that. His mind is always pulling him into that sound, which is indicated by Satchidananda. So he is drawn. So if that happens, that has no comparison with what at the beginning of our Vedanta study we intuit, I am not what I am aware of. I am aware of this, I am not that. I am aware, the I is there, object is there, awareness is there. But this is a state where this visible, subtle, causal and transcendental reality will all mingle into one, and that is the state he feels and he experiences that. Then he will not have any outer consciousness. And they may come down, but their major part of the mind is pulled into that consciousness. So that has difference with the initial state, what we do. বলে দিলাম, I responded to Shaktipat. I told. Okay, so we are done with the questions. But now we are only to think that not to do much what Ramakrishna taught us today, that do eat mango. Repeat the mantra. This moment, forget what I did. I forgot so long. Now, in this moment, I didn't do it yesterday. Okay, now. So eat mango all the time. Pluck and suck the mango and the sweetness of God, God's love. And you do not, he is a Kalpataru, go and pray, oh Lord, give me devotion, give me love, so that I remain in bliss, remain in peace. Okay? So tomorrow will be Swami Satyamayananda, no? Bhagavad Gita. Last class. Because he is living here, he is going to see it. I told you, farewell. He has to go so early. We are unhappy. We didn't expect sudden. 15th he is leaving. He is pulled. And he is so. I tried to hold on, but big magnet pulling. So anyhow, so he will be speaking tomorrow is the last, and I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday also there. Saturday. No, mantra. Oh, that's finished. Okay.
Is his last class here in Hollywood? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the last. No, I'm saying normally he gives a class on Saturday.
Yeah, normally.
That class is not there.
Yeah, but Thursday we give the class after that.
So, which is no, that's okay. He will get the notice what happens, because of his going, we have to change our names of the speakers and things. Suddenly it happened. So that's why we will have to change the speakers who will on his days. So I'll do something, and you will notice on the bulletin. That's all.
But everybody is not in our bulletin list, so that class by Satyamayananda will be the last class. But Bhagavad Gita class is not the last class.
Okay. Don't that will be found in the new when notice comes. Right? Yep. That's let me. They will get it. We'll send the news to a news bulletin, and whatever in the news bulletin, that will be followed. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Ramakrishna.